everyone. Today I am joined by Luke Greenfield, the director of Half Brothers. Luke, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You know, with COVID right now, movies and entertainment, they've come to a little bit of a standstill, but they're slowly rolling out.
Yeah.
What are you excited for with COVID season in movies?
Boy, I just want the theaters to open up. I just want, you know what I mean? It's been a very interesting time for the movie business, and there's been so many films that have been delayed and so many films that have been pushed a year later. And so, you know, I think without the experience of cinema, you know, it's like it kills me. It's the only reason why I make movies, is to be in the theater with my audience, you know, and feel what they feel. Yeah.
Now, Luke is known for directing movies such as The Girl Next Door.
Yeah. Let's Be Cops.
Let's Be Cops.
Right.
And The Animal.
That's right.
A lot of good I'm going to read that question.
Okay.
I'm trying to make hard. Forgot the
I'm making you nervous.
role models. Yeah,
yes. I produce role models.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you produce role models. Okay.
Yeah.
You are known for producing role models, directing The Girl Next Door,
Yeah.
The Animal, Let's Be Cops, a lot of feel-good comedies.
Yeah.
How important is it that we have more movies like this with COVID and everything going on?
Hugely important, isn't it? You know, I mean, with Half Brothers, you know, it's really a family film about empathy and forgiving, and the most important thing is family. And so, you know, we always, you know, 2.5 years ago, we didn't set out to make a film that was gonna, you know, rescue the world from a virus, but it kind of turned out that way. And so, you know, I think the studio and the filmmakers were just so excited to get the film out there, because there really hasn't been a film like this in a long time. You know, it's a different, you know, I loved your question because it's a different kind of comedy. This is, you know, the reason why I made the film was, you know, on one hand you have a grounded buddy comedy, right? On the other hand, you have this kind of dramatic, heartbreaking, yet tragic journey of this immigrant who's trying to just keep his family alive. And so how to balance those two tones so that I have the audience laughing and then right away have them crying and then back to laughing. And so I really wanted to kind of play with that tone. And so, you know, hopefully it will work with audiences.
Yes, now Half Brothers, it's a movie about a father-son strengthening their bond together, bringing an entire family together between two countries.
Yeah.
What inspired you to tell this story?
It's a great question. You know, we all had to dig deep. You know, we all had to look. You know, myself and the star Luis, we had to dig deep into our own father issues, and I didn't realize. I had to do something I didn't want to do, which was dig deep and kind of think about my own father issues, my own parents' divorce, my own divorce, and kind of, you know, in order to tell a really honest story with a real emotion, I had to bring out the truth in myself, really. And so that's what really inspired me, was that it's this beautiful father-son movie, and it's about empathy, and it's about forgiveness. And then add on that this kind of cultural clash between, you know, this wealthy, successful businessman in Mexico who hates America, who doesn't even want to come to the U.S., and like the whole movie he's trying to get the hell out of America. And then you have this half-brother who's this kind of American guy with no filter. And so seeing them come together, you know, beginning with them hating each other, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's a love story. I mean, it's a love story without the female. It's a love story between two half-brothers, and these guys, you know, in a way kind of find common ground and find each other and pretty much fall in love in the end, really. Yeah.
Now I gotta ask, there is a goat in the movie. What was it like filming with those kind of animals?
I'll tell you, I thought when I was very young, I made a film called The Animal with Rob Schneider, and I had tigers and I mean every animal known to man except for a baby goat. So I thought that I had graduated. Little did I know that George the goat was going to be a challenge. You know, his cute baby goat.
George the goat, I love the name.
George, and he was, you know, you can't really train a baby goat. So he's going to do whatever the hell he wants. and to put him in a car for hours on end with our 2 actors with no air conditioning in the hot sun of Albuquerque, New Mexico, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, you know. But I always kept telling Luis that that the goat's stealing the scene, dude. You better pick it up. You know, you're being outshined. So it kind of motivated Luis to give us a better performance.
Now, no, Luis, this is one of his first major films. What was it like working with him?
Incredible. I mean, literally, and I'm not exaggerating, he's probably the best human being I've met. I mean, he is so different from this character. I mean, when you meet Luis, I don't think he's ever been in a bad mood in his life. He's never angry. He just has this infectious energy of just fun and excitement. I mean, he came to the location and just made us a family. And so I promised him that I would make him an American movie star. He's a huge movie star, you know, in Mexico, Latin America. And so, you know, this is his shot. He knew it. This was his shot to be a leading man in American cinema. And so hopefully we'll see what happens.
Now, The Girl Next Door, an American classic. Will there be a sequel?
You know, they keep asking me about that, to be honest with you. I mean, 16 years later, if I had known, I was very young. I was very young when I made that movie. I don't know at the time if I appreciated the fact that, you know, The Girl Next Door was such an interesting experience because I didn't have to compromise at all. Like what we wrote in that script, the music, the songs, everything, like I got what I wanted. I was just too young at the time, I think, so I thought this was a normal thing. So, look, I'm in contact with all those actors. I mean, you never know. You never know. I mean, maybe Emil and Alicia will come back. I've always been kind of approached to do that as a series.
I think that would be a great series.
I think it would be too.
I mean, it's very relatable, the whole story.
Right.
It's a great idea.
You look like her a little bit, actually. Do you get that a lot?
Nope, but thank you.
Yeah, well, listen, I would love to. You never know. But it comes up a lot. I mean, it's been 16 years since that movie came out. But, yeah, I mean, I'm up for it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of we'll cut this part out.
Okay.
Disclose it out.
Okay.
Now, I know you're a big golf player.
Yes.
What other activities do you do on set to keep you busy?
That's a great question. I try to work out as much as possible because all you do as a director is just get fatter and fatter on a set. So trying to work out as much as I can, play tennis, and no sugar. I'm addicted to sugar, and like when I eat sugar, the next day I'm always kind of like antsy and agitated on set. So I learned years ago not to eat sugar. What else I do? Travel. I mean, I haven't shot a movie in Los Angeles in years. And so I've been in New York and Vancouver and Atlanta and now New Mexico. So I think on the off time, it's just kind of sightseeing, going to Santa Fe. Albuquerque's a little trippy place. I mean, it's not really a sightseeing place, but Santa Fe was great. And there's all sorts of national parks and just beautiful, there's Sedona. It's just a gorgeous area. So I guess kind of traveling around on weekends. Yeah, I don't have much free time when I make a movie. You know what I mean? I don't sleep much. I'm kind of a guy who just puts the blinders on and this all work. So I think I have to learn to enjoy myself more making